Hey, we are in our series that this is actually the last of the disciplines, and then next Sunday you get the dynamic duo of Pastor Jim and Allison who are going to be teaming together, and they're going to be answering the question in their message, how do we live these disciplines out together? And so I'm going to say this right up front. I want you to turn to the person next to you and just say, just forgive that preacher right now. Let me tell you why. I'm going to say some things that are going to be loving, they're going to be instructional, but they're going to be a little direct, especially to the culture that we are dealing with today. Because we're dealing with the topic of living as a worshiper, but I've entitled this, Turning Yourself in the Spirit of Truth as the Day Approaches. We're going to talk a little bit, what does it mean in the days that we live in to be a worshiper? And why is it so important to be a worshiper? Our primary text is Jesus saying this in John 4:23 when he's speaking to the woman at the well. He says, but the hour is coming, and now is, when the true worshipers will worship the Father in spirit and in truth, for the Father is seeking such to worship him. The context of that was this woman was sitting there, and Jesus comes up, and he knew this. She couldn't go to the synagogue. She was considered unclean. She couldn't go to the temple. And Jesus says, wait a second. There was two places of worship. In the northern kingdom was Mount Gerizim, where the Samaritans and the half-breeds who were assaulted by the Babylonians and the Assyrians over time were all there. And then Jerusalem. Those were the two places of worship. And Jesus is telling this lady, listen, you're not unclean by God's standards. He loves you. And there will be a time that it won't be location that defines worship or a place. It'll be that you can worship him anywhere in spirit and in truth.